I got into Jos on Friday evening, I had prepared my accommodation. And then Pastor Gabe said, no, you are not going anywhere. We are going to accommodate you in Prof's apartment. Prof is around. And you know, if you follow me very well, you'd know that I'm in awe of Professor Hodge. What more privilege do I need? I considered it an honor to sleep in Professor Hodge's apartment with his beautiful wife. Follow me, let's see this apartment. So I was led in here, and the first thing that struck me was the simplicity of the apartment. Chairs, one TV, and a strong decoder. That's all. I was led into my room, a bed, a wardrobe, mosquito net, beddings. And I was like, wow, just functionality. And I said to Tokwe, but this is a Daddy Geofa, and shook my head. So, this morning I said I was going to check out the whole compound, my surroundings, what actually goes on here, what exactly is this place used for. Actually, I started by taking pictures, but then I thought a documentary, a short documentary would be good. And because it's Sunday, service is going on, the technical unit is on duty, it was just providential that we are doing this documentary at this time. So we got the video man to help us have a clip together so that my awesome friends would get to know why I am always talking about Professor Kent, Pastor Gabriel, and the crew at Christian Faith Institute, Jos. Please come with me. This area is called Du in Jos. It's a new area, it's an upcoming area. So this complex is powered by solar and diesel generators. Of course, they spend tons of money on diesel every day. Here is fish pond. They sell the fish are here, and of course, when it's time for communal dinner, they slaughter some for the dinner. I hear tonight they are planning on killing some. I should just stay in Jos and eat part of this. I think so. But I have to be at work tomorrow. That's cheating. Very enterprising people. Niyu, would you know the people who are responsible for the upkeep of the fish?
Yeah, we are farmers.
Farmers who come in every day, take care of them, clean the water. So pastors are taught, the pastor students, right? You have are you a pastor student? No, you are not. Okay, you are a member of the church, but you help around here. Okay. So this water, okay, I can see some pipes. They come from the tank?
Yeah, from here, yeah.
Okay.
From here, and when you remove the waste, we use it as manure.
Oh, when you remove the waste, it is manure for the farm. That's good. Really enterprising. Good. I told Pastor Gabe that I should just come live in Jos, and he said, no, go and be done with Kogi first. I like this place. I love it. I love it. So we go to the poultry and see how the chickens are doing. Do you have roosters? Are they just, which one do I know? I know there are broilers. Whoa. See, one is coming out, oh. Don't let it come out. Wow. Wow. Oh. And they look really, really healthy. You take care of them? Okay. And people come from the community to buy? Wow. So how much is one? Are these ready for sale?
No.
Not yet. They are not ready yet. But I heard some of them were sold like last week. The cockerels. How much?
1,500.
For each. How many did you sell?
I sell about 150.
You sold 150. You sold 150.
About 150.
Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. Pastor, this place is Massive. I'm in awe of this. Is it a complex? A compound? Your institute is wonderful. Please tell me about it. I mean, we've seen your fish, them.
Yes.
We've seen your chicken. I heard you sold like millions worth of chicken last week. And I see farms all around. Tell me about this place.
Well, Christian Faith Institute is a seminary, but God has helped us to make it more than a seminary.
Okay.
We don't want a situation where people just come and graduate and then have only the Bible in their hands. We want them to have substance, something they can fall back on, something they can use to actually propagate the gospel. It will help them in no small way because we all know what is happening in churches today. We are all we are not calling names here, but it's a shame that we have turned our members to our bank accounts and then we milk them dry. So we are trying to de-emphasize all of that and have people concentrate on doing the work of God. So if you have a means to survive, it will help you. You will not be looking at your members for survival. And if you also have members who are not, who don't have something to do, you could help them with what you have acquired. And so we have vocational centers here. We have farms, and our students are part of all of this. They learn. We bring in experts, and then they learn from these people as much as they study the Bible.
Okay, of course I didn't go there. I see a beehive.
Yes, we have
there.
a beehive.
For honey?
Yes, for honey. We are farming. We are into all kinds of farming. We do fishery. We have beehives. We have animals everywhere.
Yeah.
Around you see them. And then the students are all part of this.
They are part of the cultivation. They are taught the whole process from start to the end, so that they can be self-sustained.
Exactly.
Okay, you were telling me about vocational center.
Yes, we intend to start up a vocational center by July.
Next month.
Yes, next month. And this center will not only serve the Bible school.
Okay.
We intend this center to serve the community also, to bring in the community. All those who don't have something to do, we want to empower them to be self-sustaining.
Are they going to be paying anything?
Well, Prof, in his usual nature, has thrown it open.
Okay, free of charge.
They will not pay anything.
Okay, so what are these skills?
Tiling.
Okay.
POP, generator repair, farming, which includes fishery and all of that. Farming, photography, and two other more.
You mentioned carpentry?
Carpentry, yes, and carpentry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So you already have the buildings there.
Is set, yes.
Okay, just equipment.
We intend to equip them by this week. We're in.
How do you get support?
My sister, it's God. Prof has been the sole sponsor of almost everything we see here, with a few friends.
Wow.
We really need help.
You don't even need to say it. Seriously, you don't need to say it. Not to talk of how much you actually spend running this place. How about NEPA? How about electricity? What do you intend to do?
Well, that's one major challenge. We need power here. And we have approached them, and they gave us a quote of, I think, 33 million to get light to this place.
33 million? Kobo? Naira? Whoa!
Get light to this place. In this part of Du, where we are, there is no light.
Wow.
So they are saying they'll have to lay a lot of, I don't understand what technically.
And all of this is apart from all the bills that Prof gets to pay almost all the time. Yeah. Hospital bills, school fees. Wow.
Every time we pay close to 500,000.
Every term. Every term. Yeah. So in the session, we are looking at about 1.5 million. Yes. Oh my God. I wish I had plenty money, honestly. And I wish there are people who are looking for where to put money that can serve genuine causes. I mean, if you are watching and you are one of those people, please contact Pastor Gabe. He would know how to liaise with you. Can we go to the vocational center?
Right.
I recognize maize, soya beans. Okay. Funny enough, I was saying that I recognize leguminous crop. Yay! You see, I'm a farmer. I know these things. So all from.
Well, Mama is good. She's into farming.
Oh yeah,
All of
that's
these
true.
are ideas.
Wow.
She loves to farm.
She loves to
Yeah,
farm.
yeah.
But who does the ridges? The students.
No, we have farm managers.
Okay, so they come and do this. So it's mechanized farming, really.
Yes,
That's
yes.
good. Good.
But the students do the planting
And the weed.
and the weeding.
Okay. But you do sell the fish, right?
Yes, we do, but mostly, Prof, we just can't find it. The original intent was to sell and make profit and then try. But he just wakes up one morning and say, "Oh, give this to the staff, give this to the children."
Oh.
That is his person. That is who he is.
Yeah. So we have this vast expanse of land for agric, for buildings. I see this place getting so big.
Amen. True.
Prof must live long.
He has to. I told somebody if he dies, I'll wait.
Oh, I'll join you. He has to live long. I mean.
There's something he told me 2 years ago. Not left. Well, as a registrar of the school, I want CFI to move to the permanent side. And then so my students can concentrate properly, study well in their own place. And so I kept advocating for that. And so one day, he said, "Gabriel, what will I tell God? That I am putting one block upon another, and there's a child on the street
Oh my God.
that cannot afford 1 square meal
Oh my
or
God.
pay his school fees.
Oh my God.
Which one is better?" And from that day till now, I have not asked him anything.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
And that gave birth to all of the homes we have now. We spend so much taking care of these children.
Yeah, you have a home in
We
Gwagwalada.
have a home in Kogi. We have one here
Yeah.
at Wurin, Alheri. We have one at Sabonbari here with us. This is apart from other children who are with their parents or who are with their guardians or siblings that we pay their school fees. So it's
I'm in awe of this place. Actually, I'm fascinated by your chapel.
yeah,
It looks big from the outside.
yeah,
And then you go in, it's massive.
yeah,
Only to be told that, okay, this is not just a church.
yes,
It's a church on Sunday
Yes.
and Wednesday.
yes.
And then,
In fact, it's a church on Sunday and Wednesday,
yeah,
and then every day
yeah,
it's a home for the children.
yeah,
I think we will see their
yeah.
hostels.
Okay,
Every day it's a home for the children,
yeah.
and then every day it serves the community. It's actually a community center
Okay.
where we will have adult education. We have adults come to learn, to socialize with themselves. We'll have computer centers. We'll have the youth come to learn computer skills, and then we'll have different kind of classes for the community. We want it to be a community center. There will be a knitting center. This is slightly different from
The vocational.
Yeah. This is solely purely for the community. It's going to be this church, the chapel is actually a community center.
Wow.
So not just it's not built for Sunday and Wednesdays.
Okay, we went in there earlier. Of course, we are going to have the visuals, and I saw so many piles of mattress
Yes.
and then clothes.
Yes.
Who makes these donations?
We got these donations from a friend in Belgium, from our friends in Belgium. Rudy and I can't remember the name. Rudy. He helped. Derek, yeah, Rudy and Derek. They help to mobilize Christians and other people in Belgium, so we could help the children. Most of those are for the children clothing.
And these children are from.
Shefa.
Where's that?
They came from. Shefa is a village in Borno State. They were ravaged by the recent crisis that we had in Nigeria, Boko Haram. So they were left without proper care. And so we have a staff who is from that place. So she reported the issue to Prof. And then Prof from his took it upon himself to see how he can give them quality education. And then good quality education and a good life.
So
like every other.
they are majorly orphans?
Most of them are orphans. Most of them don't have parents anymore. Their parents died as a result of a crisis. And so their guardians, they were being taken care of by their guardians. The guardian also has his own.
Yeah.
And so it became, the guardian also has his own. And so before you know it,
yeah. The
internal
lack quality.
family
Yeah.
crisis.
Yeah.
And so,
Can imagine. Okay, I see. Are these ducks?
yeah.
Like ducks, but they don't look like ducks. They look like swan.
Well,
They're for sale.
well, for now, we are just farming.
Because Prof can wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? So, the vocational institute.
Oh God.
The vocational institute. I mean, there are 2 buildings.
Yes.
They have not been equipped.
Yes.
And the keys are not here. The keys are with the gate man.
Yes.
But what are the plans for certification?
We are partnering with ITF on this. In fact, they gave us the model.
Okay.
They designed, ITF designed the model for us, and they are giving us the instructors. The instructors are coming from them.
Aha.
So we want it to be as professional as possible, and of course they will give us quality instructors.
Okay, so they also give the certificates at the end.
Yes, they at the end.
So they are providing instructors, the modules, that's the technical expertise,
Everything.
While
Yes.
your own side provides the building, the instruments,
everything that will be used.
Okay, so what's the plan for them after graduation? Is that in the pipeline?
After graduation, we intend that if they are certified, and one thing we do in CFI is we keep in touch with our graduates. It doesn't matter who they are or where they are. We keep in touch. Not the normal alumni, but it's more than an alumni. We establish fellowship with them. And so we keep building and keep working together. So wherever they are, or in whatever they are doing, we are still in contact. We are still in fellowship.
Wow, that's good. That's good. So we are heading to the chapel that is also the community center, that is also home to our children from Shefa. There is also the computer center for the community, that women can actually come here and knit.
And just
talk. Just talk. Just be there.
Have fun, have fellowship.
And you know, I don't know, it looks like service is still ongoing. But when I went into church earlier, something struck me about Prof as usual. I saw it was during worship.
Yes.
Lo and behold, the Gio and Mommy Gio. Okay, let me not use those words. Let me not use those terms. I saw the pastor and his wife. I mean, they were sitting behind. And I'm like, whoa. You know, this place just reminds me, not just this place, your institute reminds me of Acts of the Apostle. So when it seems like, the Bible was written 2,000 years ago, you know that somewhere, somehow, some people are living these things that were recorded in the Bible. And this is just one of the places for me. I love this place. I love it. You have rams.
Yes, we do. We have rams, we have goats.
Do you have rabbits? Not yet.
Not yet. Well, I think we are working on that. The farmer teach our students, and that is what we do. So we don't have a special seat. Nobody, no minister, no pastor in Christian faith ministries has a special seat.
And even your building, I mean, all of you live there. It's cool, super cool. So it's the community of believers sharing together, living together, raising children together. Awesome. Awesome. So you have people come from town, from the community to fellowship here?
Yes. We just moved here some weeks ago. The students are on break right now. So I'm sure with time, the community will fellowship here.
So,
It's normal.
back to the children of from Shefa, our children from Shefa. What are their age range?
From the oldest, I'm told, is 19.
Okay.
And the youngest is 6.
Okay, and there is someone in charge of this place.
Yes, his name is Pastor Agape. Yes.
Okay, Pastor Agape. Yes, we have to be fitting name Agape. Okay, and where do they school?
They school in Christian Faith
Academy. Okay, that's in town.
In town, some of them go to town.
Okay.
Some of them are in SS 1 and 2.
Okay.
Christian Faith High School, that is the secondary arm, is not up to
SS1.
So they are in a neighboring secondary school.
Oh, okay.
We are paying their school fees there.
Okay, that's
Then
nice.
there is a school here too. Christian Faith Academy is starting up here.
Okay.
Majorly because of that.
Okay,
and
also
serve
serve
the
community. That's good. That's good. It's a Sunday. The service is ongoing. But as you can see, the building is a fascinating one. You have the dormitories to the sides, all the way down, and this way. I think this is the male dormitory, female. Okay. So how do they feed?
They have a matron and a cook.
Okay.
And then we have also improvised. We use the matured and senior Bible school students.
Good.
To help be their parents. So they get both spiritual and
natural, physical.
Nurturing, cuddling.
Yeah.
From
Someone is asleep.
I think
Reverend Agape Eliasu, my pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
I hear you are in charge of our children from Shefa, Borno State. Please, can you tell us share a bit of your experience with me running the place?
Yeah, it has been God with us all this while, but they are not just from Shefa. They are from Biu, Damatru, and Shefa.
Okay.
We have 96 of them now here.
Okay.
Yeah, they came from different backgrounds. Different backgrounds, different families, and the issue of Boko Haram brought them all to this place.
Okay.
And there are some of them that have some wonderful stories, and it's pathetic, it's touching. There's a little boy that is 11 years old. I don't work here alone, I work with my wife.
Okay.
And there's an elderly woman that came together with them. She also stayed with them. And I have...
she came with them from?
From Shefa.
Shefa, okay.
Yeah, from Shefa local government.
Okay.
And
that's in Borno State?
Yeah, it's in Borno State.
Then you have other people from Damaturu, that's Yobe State?
Yeah, that's Yobe State.
Okay.
Yeah, Yobe State.
Okay.
There is a little young boy of 11 years old. His name is Daniel Tadhel. He said when Boko Haram visited their area, they captured them with his mother, sisters, and his brothers, and they locked them up in a place. And they were just killing all the male children, as it was in the Bible during the time of King Herod. So they were killing all the male children. So his mother pierced his ear and gave him female clothes. That's why Daniel is still alive. And later, I will bring him. You will see him, and you will see his ears, how it's pierced. And there's also a little girl with the name Miracle Sani. Sorry, Miracle Usman. Miracle Usman. They are 11 in their family, and Boko Haram killed all of them. She's the only one surviving now.
Boko Haram killed all 10 of her siblings?
10, all of them.
So was it when she came here that she was given the name Miracle, or?
No, she came with the name Miracle.
Wow.
She came with the name Miracle, and I think the name followed her.
Yeah. Yeah. So apart from these two children, just can you tell us what your experiences are since they came in? What are those things you can highlight as lessons you have learned that have really touched you?
Yeah. At this age, Some of them get scared at the sound of a metal.
Okay.
Yeah, when they hear the sound of a metal, some of them get scared. That's why it took me time to work on them before I could buy a bell to ring it and say, this is time for prep, this is time for siesta, this is time for food, this is time for sports.
Wow.
It took me time to work on their mind. There's also a very young boy by the name Kennedy Lockshire. That's his name. His father gave birth to 19 of them. And he is the last born. And after the death of his father,
he was killed?
Yeah. And the father was killed by Boko Haram. So after the death of his father, they took him and made him to become a Muslim by force. Then one day, he went to his mother's friend's place. And the woman, also being a Muslim, said, I don't love you staying here. I want you to go and meet your mom. His mom is a Christian, but her friend is a Muslim. So she gave him money that day. It was later that his mother told him that it was 3 days for him to be taken to Sambisa forest.
Wow. That was why the friend gave him...
That is why the friend gave him money to run back to his mother. When he went back to his mother, each time the mother is talking to him about Christianity, he never likes it. He said he wants to be a Muslim. Then they brought him here and we started talking.
So where is the mother?
The mother is in between BO and Damatru. I can't be precise for now.
Okay. So why didn't she take care of the son?
She can't because of financial constraint.
Because of financial constraint.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are some of them who are here that have at least one parent, or do you know the number? Are there?
Yeah. For now, I can't just say it's in my file.
Okay.
There are some that have one parent, and there are some here that have both parents. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that the parents are in the village and they can't farm to take care of their children because of this insurgent.
Okay.
You can't go to the farm.
Okay.
So they find it difficult to live.
Okay. But you have their consent for the children to be here?
All of them.
Good.
And I have their contact.
Okay.
Sometimes the school have brought us a landline. Their parents call and they speak with their children.
That's good. That's good. So who takes care of their feeding?
Yeah, the school takes care of their feeding.
Okay.
Yeah, the school takes care of their feeding morning, afternoon, evening.
Okay.
Sometimes, like in the beginning, when they came, between the hours of 10:30, 11, 12, all of them become quiet. And I began to ask, why
11, 12, day, night?
No, noon.
Okay.
Yeah. They become quiet. Everywhere becomes quiet. And I asked, what is it? None of them wanted to talk. And I called a very young boy. I said, what is it? He said, we're hungry. And then normally their food is served by one. So what I do is that I said, okay, what do you people like? I asked them, what do you people like in such a time like this? They said they love gari, sugar, and kuli kuli.
Whoa.
So I spoke to school. We have more than enough for them. We have more. Immediately they finish taking the gari, sugar, and kuli kuli, you see life come back to them again. And they start playing. So staying with them have really taught me a lesson also. And what I learned from this is that I have 96 of them. And you know, it's not easy to stay with 2 kids at home. Mm-hmm. If you have up to 4, you will love one more than the other. Mm-hmm. So loving 96 has taught me that God is wonderful.
Wow.
For him to love 4 billion people, over 4 billion, the herbalists, the ritualists, the Christian, the Muslim, the atheist, whatsoever God loves
they say we're actually 7 billion.
Uh-huh. And just this 96, sometimes by 7 in the morning, I stay with them till 10 in the night. This one will come and complain. This one say my nose is like the blue. I will say, sorry, it's not like the blue. You know, children, that's it. Some will come and say, oh, I'm missing my father.
Oh.
Then from there, you know, we start talking. Then small time, we start singing. They forget about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you run this place with your wife.
Yes.
That's huge sacrifice. So how do children at home cope?
Yeah, I'm married for 2 years now.
Okay.
And
okay.
God has not really.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So these are your children.
These are my children. And each time I go out, they say, how about your children? I say, they
They
are
are
reading for.
right.
And they will say, how many do you have? I say, I have 96.
They'll
Somebody
go
say,
like,
wow,
wow.
96.
Okay, so I want to say thank you for
you.
taking care of these wonderful children. We'd like to see some of them at least. Are they all in church?
Yeah, they're in church now.
Okay, they're in church now. Okay. I'd like to at least say hello to them before I leave.
Okay.
Well done, and God bless you.
Thank you.
And fulfill your heart desires too.
Amen. Thank you.
Prof, good to meet you again.
Good to see you, Petra.
I'm sure you know I'm a huge fan of yours
Thank you.
and the work you do here.
Thank
in
you.
Jerusalem.
We are of you too.
Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you.
I just want to talk a bit about Wurin Alheri.
Yes.
Why that name?
Well, place of kindness.
Yeah.
And in a world where there's a lot of unkindness, people need kindness.
Yeah.
And so we just want to remember why we're here, to share kindness with people.
Yeah.
And to reflect the kingdom of God and Jesus and the gospel in that way.
Yeah. You are a very modest man. I was struck by your modesty when Topper brought me into your apartment 2 nights ago, and I'm like, wow, wow, just functionality. The apartment was screaming. These chairs are for sitting, TV for information, bed for sleeping, everything just in its place, and I was struck by that.
Yeah, that's right.
I pray that lesson remains with me for the rest of my life. Could you tell us how do you see any challenge? Are there challenges running this place?
Well, the best thing we've had about running the place is, I was just thinking earlier, the people God's given us. If you look in all the key areas, because there's a lot of departments, not just here, but in Abuja, other places, God's put really good people in whether it's kitchen, whether it's pastoral work, children's care, every one of these areas. He just keeps giving us great people. So that's, I think, one of the main challenges is having the team, because it's real service. It's every day people that are serving, working together.
Yeah.
So that's one of the great challenges, and God's been very faithful in that way. Yeah, and of course there's the financial aspect too. And we have a lot of friends that help us in that area. And mostly it's been good. God's been really very good to us. There are times where I get a bit anxious, but most of the time He's taken that burden off us.
I love the response. I asked a challenge for everyone. You have told us, oh, God has made provisions for the team. Oh, God has put very good people. Oh, financial constraints. God has been kind to us. We were at the vocational center that is to kick off in July.
Yes.
Thank you for that too.
Thank you.
But what is the overall vision? For Pastor Gabe says it's for both community members and for your pastors. What is the overall objective? What is the means of sustainability? How do we ensure that this place keeps going? Because he says that it's mostly likely going to be free, that he's thrown it open for people to come and get some skills that will help them through life.
Yeah.
But what is we pray you live to be 100.
Amen.
We pray you live, and in those 100 years, you'd be very healthy till the very end. But what is... he doesn't have an option.
I've got people following me, so there's no problem.
Great. That's good. So hopefully we are praying that they continue in your footsteps and actually be greater.
Yes.
So, but do you have any plan for sustainability, such that when too many people now start coming in, how do you think that the center is going to accommodate everybody who has need for it?
Well, when we started, my wife and I 30 years ago, we had a 3-month-old baby, and we arrived in Africa with $4. And we didn't have a plan for sustainability then, except to trust God. And I think it's the same today. Things look, how are we going to do this? We bought this land, we had nothing. To start building on it, we had nothing. So it's always God that's come through and been faithful to us. The plan for the vision for the vocational, there's many visions coming together. One of them is that pastors really need an aptitude for vocation, so they can live it out themselves, they can pass it on to their members. So they're actually building the country and not just praying for money to come down out of heaven and all these corrupt doctrines we have of trying to get money from people. it's got to go. We've got to be builders. We've got to be people that really know how to work and serve in our country with joy. Also, we're grassroots vision, so we want people like whether it's some woman that are widows or a younger woman that aren't financially free. People abuse them, take advantage of them. We want to help equip people like this so they can stand and be strong and to live successful lives. Also, peacekeeping. We want this to be for Muslims and Christians, bringing people together, loving each other, living together, doing vocational work together. So there's a lot of visions. We also want to help replant communities in the northeast, like farming, working to get walking tractors into those. So that's part of our vocational here, training for those tractors, agriculture. So there's a lot of things we want to do at the vocational centre. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Petra.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And keep increasing you.
Thank you.
And your lovely wife.
Thank you. God bless you too.
God bless you. Thank you for accommodating me. And this is Wurin, Alheri. I have witnessed and experienced the kindness firsthand. I'll keep coming again.
Thank you.
Maybe if my husband allows me from Kogi, I'll be here.
He will come too.
All right.
With Ruby. Yeah, thank you.